Hey guys, Portia here, and today I'm going to be using Cricut Infusible Ink Sheets for this Sequin notebook. So the sublimation side is white, but the reverse side is black, nice and blinky and glittery. We are going to design our design in Design Space, Design. Let's go ahead and start with our shape, and it's going to be the shape of the notebook, and the size is 5.75 by 8.5. All right, so that's the basic shape that we're going to be working with today. And I want to go ahead and pull in the images that I picked out. So these are just silhouettes of roses, and we're just going to use these two. All right, so let's make this a bit smaller so we can see what we're working with. All right, so we are going to use this shape as a guide, and we are going to place the roses all around the shape in varying sizes, and I'm going to leave the middle open because eventually I want to go ahead and add a saying in there. So I'm just going to keep duplicating and placing until it is pretty full. So this looks pretty decent to me. Eventually we're going to end up using the slice feature, but for now our rectangle is just a guide, and we are going to go ahead and weld all of our flowers together so that we can make it one big piece. All right, so now we pretty much have two pieces here. We have our rectangle and we have our flower grid, so to speak. And the next thing I want to go ahead and add in is some text. And it says, "Bloom where you are planted." We're going to go ahead and change that to black. I want to center it, and we are going to change it to a font that I picked up from thefont.com, and it is called Sweet Chili. And I liked it because it has a little bit of whimsy to it, but it's pretty thick. So I thought that would be good to be our centerpiece. Now you just saw me weld that, but that's not what I meant to do right now. So I unwelded it. What I want to do first is kind of bring the line spacing a little bit closer together. And with this particular font, I think it looks better without such a thick line in there. So I wanted to change that first. And now we are going to go ahead and weld. So we got all one piece. And change the font to black again. And so this is now going to be our centerpiece. And I'm going to make everything a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to make this smaller. And I'm going to nestle our little "Bloom where you are planted" right here in the center. All right, I think that looks pretty good. It has a little bit of breathing room in there. All right, so what I'm going to do is move that out the way. I am going to go ahead and shrink this back down again. And I mentioned earlier we're going to be using the slice feature. So I want to select our flowers as well as our rectangle. And I'm going to hit slice. I'm going to go ahead and move our words out of our way so we can see what we're working with. I'm going to slide this off. So I no longer need this. We're going to delete that. I'm going to slide this over. So you could use this if you wanted to. I'm going to slide this over. And so now you can pretty much choose which, I guess, background or set of flowers you want to use. But because of the print and the paper, I am going to go ahead and use this one right here. And it's still the right proper size. And if we go ahead, we can nestle our saying right back where it was before. And what we're going to do is select our saying again and the slice, and we are going to weld those together. So now what's going to happen is we're working with one piece that when we go ahead and hit make it, the maker is actually going to go ahead and just cut this out exactly as we see it. And of course, don't forget to mirror. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the infusible ink sheet down on my mat. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. And when we come back, we'll prepare to sublimate it onto our sequin notebook. So I'm done weeding. It was a pretty easy weed, but I will say take your time. There was times where I accidentally pulled up like a leaf. So just be careful with that. And I was able to get in between the little bloom and stuff. I ended up using like my tweezers and the X-Acto knife. But for the most part, it was pretty easy. Like I say, just take your time. And I also wanted to show you that the particular pack I got came with these 4 patterns in it. And these are really pretty. And remember, once we add the heat, they'll be a little bit more vibrant. But if you want to know, the name of it is Patterns Rainbow Colors Patterns Rainbow Watercolor Splash. So we got all of that in that one pack. So now it is time to go ahead and press our image on to the notebook. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm not gonna put on any gloves. I'm just gonna lift it straight off. Go this way. So our colors have definitely come out nice and vibrant. Smooth this out the way. And I love the variation, how the color is variegated. I picked this color on purpose. Now it's still a little warm to the touch, but this is really pretty. I can't wait to try the other colors that came in the pack. Let's see. Let's go ahead and flip. So this is the completely black side, and you can't really see anything. So it's almost like, I love these things that you could flip, the sequins that flip, because it's like you got a hidden message in there, which is kind of cool. But let's see once we do this again. Woo! But yeah, guys, this is all I have for you today. If you got any questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. Go ahead and subscribe to Color Me Portia. But until next time, peace.